Hi, Michaela.
Hi.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm originally from Massachusetts. I'm from a big military family. I moved to Missouri when I was about 7, and I grew up most and spent most of my time there. So I have a little bit of the city and the country and all the animals in between from there. Um, I moved here about 6 years ago. I absolutely love it. The mountains are amazing. I love all the animals, all the people. All around Colorado is one of my favorite places to live.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about some of the future goals you have in veterinary medicine?
So some of my future goals, I have a lot of them. So I'm gonna try to narrow it down. But hmm, I have been volunteering at the Pueblo Zoo for about 2 months now. I would like to be a veterinary technician at the Pueblo Zoo part time, and then I would like to work full time at your clinic, uh, like with dogs, cats, maybe possibly some exotics. You never know. Um, I really want to grow my knowledge from where I am now because I started out at VA school and I know there was a whole world that I needed to discover in the veterinary field. And now that I've added on to it, I still want to continue to grow my knowledge and continue to learn and grow.
Can you tell me what motivates you?
Honestly, my passion motivates me the most. My passion to love on animals and do the best I can for them with everything I have in me. I love working with people. I love talking to clients. They they honestly make my day and drive me. I know what it's like to be in their shoes and put my animals in their care, my babies. So why do we treat it differently than that? Like my job is to take care of other people's fur babies or whatever they see their animals as. And so I treat them as my own.
What is something that frustrates you?
Hmm. Abuse the animals endure. We don't deserve them whatsoever. They are beautiful creatures that don't live long enough, and abuse is one thing that frustrates me the most. And neglect. They don't deserve it. Nobody deserves it, and yet they endure that. Or they have these awful illnesses, but knowing that we can do something about it makes that frustration go away and actually fuels that passion more for me to help them and to do all I can for them.
What is your ideal vision for a veterinary practice?
A welcome, loving environment. It's not a place that animals dread to go. The vet that I go to now, my dogs we say we go into the vet and they get excited. I want that environment for our place. I want, you know what, compassion fatigue's a real thing, and people nowadays don't really like their jobs. But I want it to be a place where everybody wakes up and is like, I love my job. You know what? The situations that we face with the diseases or trauma hit by cars, it's not ideal and it's awful, but we could still make the best out of it, any situation, and that we have a great team that is like a family. you know what, there's always going to be conflicts in the work field, but knowing that we can rely on each other's strengths and weaknesses and know where those lie, and that we can trust each other at the end of the day.
Okay. Can you tell me one of your personal strengths and one of your personal weaknesses?
Personal strengths. I think finding the positive out of everything. I'm a very bubbly person, and I see the positive in things. I I don't want to leave room for negativity. Like once you leave it room for that, you get down on yourself and you can't be the best you can be, and you need to be at the top of your game for them. And a personal weakness, I think honestly talking to people is a personal weakness. I get nervous and I'm not sure what to say, but it doesn't mean I love them any less, because I love all people, shape, sizes, all animal shapes and sizes. But I do get nervous and I need to grow my confidence, and that's another weakness I have.
Do you see yourself as a team player, and if so, why?
Absolutely. I love working as a team. I am capable of working by myself, but I love the team aspect to work. Knowing that I am doing what I love, and I'm surrounded by people that love what they're doing also, and that we have like goals in mind, and that, you know, something may not be a strength for me, but is a strength for someone else. We can get it done. There's no task that is impossible for us. We'll battle through it, and that even if there's medical mysteries, we'll get down to the bottom of it.
So how would you define the term best possible care?
Best possible care.
Like, what does that mean to you?
It means to me that the animal or the owner has no question that we will love them like our own, and that not for a minute, no matter if we are giving injections or we're going to surgery, yeah, the animal may be scared, but it is comforted, it's warm, it's loved on, that we have helped this animal and helped these clients to the best of our ability and beyond, and that no stone is left unturned, that whatever we need to do to get achieved to help this animal, that we do it, and that we do it with love and passion, and we never stop. We don't lose sight of what's really important, and it is our passion, and it is the animals. And that, you know what, we get tired from time to time, but we keep on kicking, and we keep on loving them, and staying true to those core values, and that, you know what, it's hard to be stretched so wide to all these animals, but we can do it. And making them comfortable, warm, feeling loved, that I believe is the best possible care.
Okay. What type of work environment do you prefer?
As in what?
As in, when you think about a vet clinic that you want to work in and the people that you want to work around, what type of a work environment would you prefer?
Okay. That they're passionate on what they're doing. And I'm not saying that people are not down. Like, you know what, they may have had a bad day. It happens to the best of us. But finding that environment that clicks and you're like, I can grow here. I can lay my roots, and I can learn from these people. They can learn from me, that we're not just stuck and stagnant, that we are this evolving mechanism, that never stops changing and working, and all the gears are going, and that we love what we do and we don't lose sight of what's really important, and is the animals and helping them and creating the best care for them, and that continually growing us as people for the animals and being that tool for them.
Okay. What do you like to do outside of work?
Lots of things. I love the outdoors. Everything that has to do with the outdoors. It's okay if it's raining. I'm okay with that. We got little froggy creatures that pop out of the ground when it rains, like any circumstance. I love hiking, biking. I love swimming. Anything you could do outside, I love. I like to do bird watching. I knit sometimes. I paint acrylic paints. I really love exploring. I am always in the mood for a new adventure and to learn something new. And the great outdoors is where I find that too. Not including my job. Like it never stops growing. This field is ever growing, and that's what I love about it also. And I love taking long road trips also. I like comic books. I love reading. Love learning. Never stop learning. I think that's about it.
Okay, can you tell me about a conflict that you faced in a workplace and how you overcame it?
Yes. So it was a miscommunication, and someone relayed information to me, and it was in a rush, kind of got a little crazy, and so I tried to relay it to the doctor, and it didn't come out right, and so she got angry at me, and so I tried to be calm, and I was like, well, if you have a problem, we'll step aside and we can talk about this. I was like, are you free at lunch? Can we, I'm sorry that I miscommunicated the information, but I don't want this to damper our relationship and cause problems in the workplace. So, it was quickly dissolved. We talked, we got everything out on the table, and we were able to all of our concerns, or if we had issues with each other, we were able to talk to it. And that's also another part of the work environment that I love. I want us to all be able to be like, hey, I really didn't like what you did about this, or that, hey, I saw you did this and I've never done it that way, can you teach me? Like, I'm always in for learning, and I don't believe in just letting things not said. It may lead to a rough patch, but you'll always get through it. And I think it's really good to, in order to grow that team, you need to be able to relay that information to each other.
Right. I agree with that. So as far as our job goes, what would a salary requirement be that you're thinking of?
So I know starting out with no experience, it's about $13 to $14 an hour. So even though I have experience behind me, probably $13 or $14 an hour.
Okay. Can you tell me why you think I should hire you?
Well, by taking you into our clinic, I noticed that the personalities of all your staff, and I believe I'd be best fit to be a member of your team. I love the emergency aspect to your clinic. I love the fast pace and continually growing. And also, it's a great commute. Beautiful view of the mountains. And you all seem genuine. And I love that about the place.
Okay. Now, do you have any questions for me before we go and tour the facility?
Yes. I was wondering if you guys did any CE allowances.
Yes, we do CE allowances. How it usually works is when you travel, we will usually have you submit a bill to us, and then we'll reimburse you for that.
Okay. What are your benefits for being hired? If I get hired.
There would be insurance, a 401k. That insurance would cover dental and vision. We would cover a CE allowance, and then also a scrub allowance. I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's see. Is there anything that you feel that I left out that you would like to know from me?
No. Oh, maybe that we do have a 90-day probation period. I feel
Okay.
like that would be something really important to know.
Okay.
So what that means is those benefits aren't, you don't have access to it quite yet until after that 90 days, because it's basically our way of being able to trust you. It's a trust thing. So
Okay.
after that 90 days, then you would have access to those.
Completely understandable.
Any other questions for me?
I think I'm good for right now. Thank you.
Awesome. Let's go tour the facility.
Thank you.